What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm just going to give you guys a quick market update. As a lot of you know, we are on the road right now. We're actually at VCon in Minneapolis. Very, very cool event. We're having a great time out here, meeting some really, really cool people in the NFT space. So definitely a good time. Actually got recognized twice. So that was pretty cool. The CandleMafia is out there. So shout out to those people that recognize me. Some pretty cool people. But like I said, I just want to give you guys a quick market update. I don't want to leave you in the dark as Bitcoin took a little bit of a tumble this morning. I'm going to let you guys know what I think is going on, where I think the price is headed, and where I'm going to be looking to add to some of my positions. We have a couple of bearish things popping up on the charts. We're going to cover those. And then we're going to take a look at a pretty bearish signal that does not happen too often, and we'll backtest it a little bit, see what the result of this signal in the past was, and if we could possibly see that and what it could mean for the price action right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. All right, guys. So here we are on the daily chart, and just a few things to note here. Nothing too much on the daily chart. I do just want to point out that we are above the zero line with the VWAP, so I would be expecting this probably to curve down. Probably print a dot sometime pretty soon. So that's actually, you know, that's looking like we could come down a little bit. But now moving on to these higher hourly time frames, guys. On the 10-hour. Here it is in all of its glory. We've printed a third blood diamond on the 10-hour chart. This is currently printing, not confirmed. We still have about 2.5 hours to finish printing this candle for it to confirm. But nonetheless, guys, 3 blood diamonds on a high time frame like the 10-hour is probably not going to be the best look. I was looking for it before. I don't think this has ever happened before. We've gotten 2 before. That actually happens pretty often. There's 2 pretty close to each other right here. But you know, this 1 blood diamond brought us down a lot. These 2 blood diamonds brought us down a lot. I mean, when you start printing multiple blood diamonds like this, we probably do have a little more pain left to feel before we actually start getting a relief bounce. I do think we're probably going to drop down before we get a big bounce. But I will say this, I do think we are approaching, if 25.3 was not the bottom, which I really don't tend to believe that this was the full bottom of the bear market, but I do think we could be getting close here for a few different reasons. But you know, maybe I think this blood diamond does have the potential to maybe bring us down at least to the bottom of this golden pocket, back down to at least test the last previous low that we made here. If not, I do think this is what could break us down into the mid 20s. Right now we're hovering around 29,000. So you know, I think we could come down a little bit more into the mid, maybe 25, 24K. I think we might be able to break this low here, but we'll have to see what happens. If not, we might get maybe a little double bottom action. You know, we came down, first bottom, come up, second bottom, and then we come up. But I do think these 3 blood diamonds are really not a good look. I do think this could definitely break us out past this previous low right here. Also, forgive me, guys. I am using a trackpad right now, so it is going to be a little bit sloppy here. But let's go ahead. Also, on your 8-hour, you are printing another blood diamond here. This one confirms in about 2.5 hours, same as the 10-hour. But again, 3 blood diamonds popping up here on your 8-hour. Also, not a very good look. But let's go down to our micro time frames to try to analyze and kind of just analyze what has happened here. So here we go. I pulled a little bit of volume here on the 15-minute time frame, and you can see in this this range that we've been trading in, we did have a value area high right up here at about 30,600. And this is the point. I mean, we've been rejected here at this point, you know, quite a few times. We got rejected here. We got rejected a few times right here. Kind of hard to draw these circles with the trackpad. So this value area high has acted as pretty good resistance. So we did come up to about, you know, almost 30,800 before getting a harsh, game bounce. Tried to save itself there, but that second tap on this resistance printed that blood diamond and just dropped it like a rock. We've been busy at VCon, so I actually wasn't sitting at the computer when this happened, so I did miss this move, but that would have been a nice, I think it was about a 5% drop from 38 if you were able to get in there. Nobody catches the exact bottoms or tops, but yeah, about 6.5%. So not too bad. Even just here is probably about 5% from the top of this blood diamond to the bottom. Yeah, about 5%. 46%. Not too bad. Like I said, I missed that move, but we did just pop up back onto this support, resistance line, flipped it to support. Does look like we're trying to hold there, but again, not feeling too confident about holding these support levels at this moment. Also, you do have your 2-hour money flow crossing into the red again right here. You can see. So that, I think between the blood diamonds, between the 2-hour money flow being in the red, you are starting to cut into the red on your 3-hour as well. So you got a money flow crossover happening right there. So I do think we can come down just a little bit. Now let's go ahead and check on my trade here. This is our Ethereum short that we've had in for quite some time, right? $825 locked in, guaranteed profit. Still have about 1,100 in the position, $366 in profit, 46% in profit. Now, I think, not financial advice. I don't really give signals or anything, so I do not recommend that you just copycat trade anybody, but I will be looking to hopefully add to I will be looking to open a Bitcoin short here probably pretty soon. I would wait to see just to make sure we're not going to be holding the support. But 2-hour money flow crossover into the red, not a bad time, in my opinion, to maybe get into a Bitcoin short and maybe ride this a little bit down, because I do think these blood diamonds are probably going to bring us down a bit here. Again, pretty rare to see 3 blood diamonds on the 10-hour chart like this, and even the 8-hour chart as well. It doesn't really happen too often. I back tested the 10-hour. I never seen that happen on the 10-hour. I couldn't really find a spot where that happened. So I definitely think it can bring us down for sure. Now, to take a look at this, this is more of a rare signal here, but this is we do have a death cross happening here on the 3-day chart, where you have the 50. Let me turn off market cipher A here, where you have the 50-period moving average and the 200-period moving average crossing. When you get that 50-period moving average crossing under the 200 moving average, typically you see pretty big drops. Now, if we do back test this, let's bring it all the way back to 2017. See, the last time that this happened, we did actually have a pretty brutal drop here. You get the death cross right here, and then you wind up coming down, another 50% or so. Even if you bring this all the way back to 2013, 2014, you can see very, very similar thing. You get the cross, right? If you come down on that cross and then measure the fall down, about another 56%. So obviously not the best sign here that we do have this death cross happening on the 3-day chart. Now, we actually, we have already seen, we kind of did dump a bit before the cross actually happened, about 36%. But if we do see something like another about 40-50% drop from here, where would that bring us? It's going to be bringing us down to that. Again, guys, this is another... This is just some more confluence pointing that, we could go below 20K too. Now, my personal opinion is I don't think we will be dropping much lower than the mid to low 20s. But I do want to keep you guys aware that there is a lot of confluence pointing at this $14,000 number. I know if any of you guys follow Garrett Soloway, you'll be familiar. I don't know if he brings up this death cross, but I know he brings up a lot of reasons why we could go to 14K. So I just, this does point to add some validity to that argument. So not impossible, guys. Again, I don't believe that's going to happen. Personally, we'll have to see what happens if we get into the mid to low 20s. If it's starting to look really, really bearish when we get there, we can reassess. But I do just want to point it out now that there is confluence pointing that we could go below 20K. But, it is very interesting, when you test these things that have happened in the past, they all tend to bring you down the same percentage. And then when you extrapolate that data onto the current price action, the numbers that you get, these prices are all pointing to the same prices, right? It's 14K and it's mid to low 20s. These are the main areas that are targets for the bottom of this bear market, at least in my opinion. So definitely want to keep an eye on that, guys. And again, if you want to pull this up on your charts, it's the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average. And this is on the 3-day chart. And then real quick, just to check in on our weekly chart here, obviously in the red with the money flow. I have to be honest, you do have your VWAP curving up there a little bit. And if you back test this in 2017, you really hit the bottom at the peak of this VWAP. That's basically where you bottomed out. Now, you obviously can see that you came way, way lower with your money flow. So I do think we have a little more. I do think we have a little deeper to get in the red here. Because if we just draw a horizontal line, like right there. You can see this white horizontal line is where the money flow came down to in 2017. So I do think I don't know if we'll come all the way down here, because if you look at your momentum wave is pretty deep down here. So I don't know if your red wave is going to come all the way down like this one did, but I do think we might have a little bit more to go here. So keep an eye on the charts, guys. I do think we could be having a pretty big move coming soon. I do think it'll be to the downside. I don't know if it's going to be a full 50% drop like we've seen in the past. We've already come down a lot. I don't think we're going to be coming down that full 50% drop, you know, just based off of this death cross. I do think we can come down a little bit more here, whether we come down and double bottom at 25.3 or break that low and make a new low into the mid to low 20s. I do think it's very, very likely, especially with those 3 blood diamonds and the death cross happening. You know, that 2-hour and 3-hour money flow crossover into the red, not really a great sign for the short term. So long story short, I would say in the near term, probably may see some more downward price action. You know, maybe we kind of just crab sideways here a little bit. We did just dump down a decent amount. We dropped like 5% pretty quickly. So maybe we just kind of cool off before making another leg down. But I do expect those longer term blood diamonds to be playing out here sometime soon. And, you know, I'll throw it in the Discord. If I do enter another trade, I'll update you guys and let you know. But I do just want to preface, these are in no way signals. If I let you guys know I'm entering a trade, these are not signals. I'm not telling you to do the same thing as me. This is not financial advice. And I actually think it's a really bad idea to copycat trade people. You don't learn, right? You're not going to learn as well as if you just enter on your own signals. And then if you lose the trade, no one's right 100% of the time. If you lose the trade, you're going to get mad at that, you know, get mad at whoever told you to get in the trade. So they're not signals, but I'll update you guys. I like to keep you, you know, I like to keep you guys updated on my trades and how I'm doing. So with all that being said, guys, thanks so much for hanging out till the end of the video. I got to get back out there to VCon. I think we're meeting in the lobby in just a few minutes here. But that's all I got for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candles out.
Here we go. At the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here